estimates, fat like them Goodyear blips. We pimps, beats, beat them on the streets. 24 hours, 7 days a week. I kick science, but they still haven't learned. Step beyond the point and no return and get wet. The rhythm.
What's up, people? Welcome to the channel. This is Grand Kush, where we deal with 9 science. We destroy that 6 ether negative mind vibe and crush all 3 ether moon god forces. Let's go in. What will we be talking about today? Let's see. Check this out, man. What's up with all the AI generated indigenous, aboriginal, black pictures that's hitting the net today? In comic book characters representing the black Americans in America. We ain't never seen them pictures before. The pictures are not in history at all. But when we see these pictures today, we like, oh, yeah, that's us. The last 10 years, you ain't seen these pictures. Definitely the last 20 years, you ain't seen these pictures. 24 years ago was the start of the millennium. I was in the newspaper, okay, with my first wife in a Raleigh newspaper. I still got the clipping representing my Nuwapu with my wife, my spiritual name, and my gov name. You feel what I'm saying? And putting it on record, right? I put it on record. What my background file is all about. I'm always about that knowledge. I've been digging in since the 1900s. That shit sound old as hell, huh? Newbie saying, man, that shit old. That shit is the 1900s. And when they say it like that, it's like, damn, I've been on this planet for 50 years and still looking good. White folks can't believe I'm 50 years old. They're like, man, no, I can't believe it. Show me some ID. Man, you don't know about 1973 or the 70s. You know what I'm saying? There's a generation of the real ones. The ones that really brought mental change to the planet. Okay? The ones who brought mental change to the planet. What's up with them pictures, man? This is my thing. If you really a black American Indian in America, right, and you telling us that we Indians in America, why y'all using these fake pics? I ain't seen none of Dane Calloway's paperwork or family history. They tell you to do the genealogy. Let's see your shit, man. Okay? Some of these indigenous abos, they putting up these fake pics. They cool looking, right? But man, come on, man. What's up? Why you not putting up pics up of your family? Why you don't have no documents of your family saying that you're an Indian and that your grandma told you was an Indian and you wasn't no black person? You wasn't no African. Why is there not any documents? See, the business today is for them to tell you to do something. They're not doing it themselves. So Celine Ha, I've seen several times. So Celine Ha _ YT or something like that. Y'all seen them telling people to go to the DMV, go change all your documents to Indian. Man, when you was using the term Indian in America, you was a slave. You wasn't free. Okay. I seen a Native American on this video where they chose these 2 Native Americans, like they said, the Mexican looking ones. They chose these Native Americans to pick out of a crowd who they thought was Native American. One dude on there was like, How do you feel about this show, The Reds Dogs or something like that? I don't know about this show, but they went back and forth. And she said indigenous to him. And he was like, I'm glad you said indigenous instead of Indian. Okay, I showed y'all where they don't use the term Indian. So why is the niggas doing it? Why is the niggas doing it? They don't use the term Indian. Okay, that's what they was called. They was called Indians, like the Hindus over in India. Come on, man. Y'all gotta have some comprehension, man. What do we call ourselves? Know thyself. And then the Most High will put the word or put the title or put the name, you know what I'm saying, of the calling inside of your mind. If we don't call ourselves Negro, what do we call ourselves? If we don't call ourselves Black, what do we call ourselves? Man, you get tired of that, man. I've been dealing with that. Like I said, I'm 50, man. I've been hearing these conversations since I was 19. You know, first it started in religion. Now we like out of religion. Now we don't have no religion. You feel what I'm saying? Now we out here freestyling, but as long as we call ourselves Indian, we right on point. Man, come on, man. All this came from the mankind races. All this came from the mankind races. See, these niggas don't want to deal with real science. They want to be on a bandwagon and deal with what's popular today. Dane Calloway, I want to see your paperwork. Real talk with Tim and Phoebe, I want to see your paperwork. So Celine Ha, I want to see your paperwork. The research guy, I want to see your paperwork. Legendary Top Cats, I want to see the paperwork. Okay? Let us see the paperwork. Some documents that y'all got, right? That say y'all who y'all say y'all are. Now look, I did my genealogy, right? Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull it up. I'll show you a little bit of it. Now, I'm not gonna break this down, but right here at this bottom, this is my grandma. This is my first grandma on my mom's mind, right? Up here, this line, this her brothers and sisters. So we're gonna go through her line, through grandma's line. You got grandmas on both sides. So what grandma told you was an Indian, but we got them on both sides, right? Look into Simpson. They'll say, oh, that's a American Indian name. Look into Stevens. Look into Barrett. All right, boom. Okay. My great-grandfather, my great-grandmother, Barrett. Okay. He, right here, I'm circling, half blood. His father, you see that Albert T. Simpson right there, 1853. That T stands for Tecumseh. Now, if you go look at Tecumseh's name, right, it'll be Tecumseh, Tecumtha, or Tecumseh. Okay, we can still go up. Boom. Okay. Full-blood Indians. That's the men. Okay. I can assume that the women, Indians as well if I want to, but I'm not trying to do that, right? Okay, man, look at that. 1820, 1813. Okay, these are my family members. Okay, boom. Now look, this is the controversy right here in my family, because this man right here, Jaquelian Stemmons, you can look up the Jaquelian Stemmons family and the slaves, the workers, the employees of his plantation in Avila, Missouri. They moved from Kentucky and Virginia, Avila, Missouri. My family is written up in his family line. You dig me? So I know definitely it's some Germans in my family. See, I got his family line too. These are Germans, yo. I'm not done yet. Okay. But see that Lucy right there? 1790. This is where, right there. This is where we can't go no further. We can't go no further. Okay. Now, do I know what she really is as far as ethnicity and race? No. Black, Indian, Negro. We don't know where she came from. We know she came from Virginia, right? But it's not no records. We can't find no more records. Okay. I got all the grave sites. You dig what I'm saying? Boom. 1790. How far can y'all go back in y'all's? Okay. How far? Okay. These are all my great-great-great-grandparents. I got on my both in my father's side. That's fucked up. I can't find nothing on my father's side. You dig what I'm saying? But we still searching. Rosa Ann Irving, Walter Harpin. Now, my people, back into this times, they had their own houses. Okay, they owned their own houses. They all stayed in the same area in Carthage and Joplin. She had her own house. She had a three-bedroom house built by the slave master. Okay, so that's pieces of my genealogy right there. Okay, pieces of my ancestry right there. So nobody can tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, man. Okay. Well, why you be talking about African stuff? Well, my grandmother Lucy, okay, although she is the beginning, you know, where we trace our family back to her, she got family as well. Who got family, who got family, who got family, who got family. And I don't think black people originated in America. I don't care what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody say until it's fully proven. Man, I don't want to hear no speculation. I've been doing my genealogy for a long time. Okay? Tell Dane Calloway to put his stuff up there, man. However he got his genealogy. I want to see Indian. The ones that's hardcore talking about, man, we the Indians regardless. When they we the Indians regardless of whatever anybody say, that's an opinion, man. That's an opinion. You dig what I'm saying? So now we got these AI generated comic book pics. Like I said, they look good. You know, they look good, but go get a real pic. And then you talk it. Go get a real pic, and then you talk it. Okay? I want to bring up a list of freedmen's towns, right? Hold on. Let's keep that in scope a little better. All right, it's a list of freedmen's towns. So they'll tell you all the freedmen and stuff like that were Indian. Okay? You go to the census. Okay? Now I told you we got Indian in us, right? We got Indians in us. I was down with the talk until they started saying we Indians only. No. So here's a list of freedmen schools. I mean, not freedmen schools, freedmen towns. Freedom towns or all black towns, okay, are municipalities which were established by or for a predominantly African American populace. Many of these municipalities were established or populated by freed slaves. Now, I'm not going to go into some of these towns, right? And some of you may know of these towns, or your ancestors may have come from some of these towns, okay? Alabama, you got Africa Town. Now let's click on Africa Town. I already did that because they got a documentary on Africa Town, okay? Now, if these people felt that they was Indians, I'm sure they wouldn't have had no problem putting Indian, okay? They wouldn't have no problem putting Indian up there. Africa Town. There's a documentary. This is about the Kalita and things of that nature. This is where, yeah, Clotilda, my bad, not the Colita. Now, when you go look at the documentary on this, they're not talking about the Indians. It tells you right here that they found Cujo Lewis helped his fellow Africans to adapt to their new country. Dane Calloway said no slaves came in here from Africa. They found pieces of the Clotilda. If you read this right here, and you probably can go deeper in discovery of the wreck of Clotilda, okay? On May 22, 2019, the Alabama Historical Commission announced that the wreckage of the Clotilda had been found in the Mobile River near Africatown. Now check this out. It says a local mobile TV news program produced a program, Africatown, USA, okay, and Henry Louis Gates Jr.'s Finding Your Roots, Season 4, Episode 9, Southern Roots, December 12, 2017. He showed census data for Mobile and Captain William Foster's journal from the Clotilda as part of explaining the family history of Questlove, a drummer and producer, head of the Roots. His 3 times great-grandparents, Charles Lewis, 1820. Now, I showed you mine, go back to, you know what I'm saying, 1790. And his wife, Maggie, 1830, listed in the 1880 census as born. They're not just black, right? They're not just black. It says, his ancestors was born in Africa, were among the captives brought from West Africa on the slave ship Clotilda. Okay? Now some of these Indian teachers that say, man, we did that, man, ooh, right? You got to keep digging because information changes. Okay? Alabama, Arizona, New Mexico, California, Canada, North Carolina. They say all the Indians is in North Carolina and South Carolina, right? Okay. You got Bethania, Haiti, James City, Method, North Carolina, now part of Raleigh, Princeville, Roanoke Island, Freedmen's Colony, okay, Oklahoma, Tallahassee, okay. We know it's Indians mixed in, right? It's Indians mixed in, but you can go through here and see what you come up with. Okay, it's 357. It's 357 African American freedmen towns listed. But I don't think this is 357. This is like some of them, right? Freehill, Tennessee, Louisiana, Maine. They say Texas got the most cities, little towns, right? Freedmen towns. Barrett Station. Let me look that up right quick, because that's my grandma's last name. I was born in Texas, but I'm not from Texas. Born into slavery, Barrett was the son of Simon and Lisa Barrett, who came to Texas from Louisiana following the emancipation of Texas slaves in 1865. Racial ethnicity, black or African American alone, 2,463. Native American population, 2010, 7, 2020. Okay. 20 Native Americans or Indians. You see the black in 10 years, the population drop. Okay. 472 Hispanic, Latinos, So if this is the census, right? They doing their own census. And this is how they identify. Okay? So yeah, you can go through here. You can look Harrison Barrett. Okay. Parents from Louisiana. Barrett settlement, African American neighborhood, and it celebrates its heritage every Juneteenth. All right. Yeah, you can go in yourself and do your own little research. Okay. You got Ellis Alley, Elm Thicket. This is Texas. Freedmanstown Historic District. Okay. Independent Heights, Kendleton, Little Egypt, Moore Station, Mosier Valley, Pelham, Peyton, Quakertown, St. John's Colony, Shankleville, Sunnyside. It's a Sunnyside out here where I'm at in Illinois. That's where I'm gonna go get my good herb from. Yeah, 10th Street Historic District. Okay, and then here, look, Virginia, Pocahontas Island. Okay, now I did this rebutting the information given from Real Talk with Tim and Phoebe, right? When she said this is only Native American. Okay, there was Native Americans in the Powhatan, okay, there, in which black people would say they from the Powhatan Confederacy, John Rolfe and Pocahontas. The question was asked from Tim and Phoebe, more so Phoebe, why would Pocahontas be connected to this place if these people were not Native Americans? Okay, that's not the reason Pocahontas was put on this place. Okay, it was to really mark a time. All right, it was originally called, I think it was called Wintontown. Yeah, Wintontown, and then it was changed. It was changed to Pocahontas, and it wasn't changed to Pocahontas because they agreed now that the black people there was Native Americans. All right, it was to commemorate the connection between John Rolfe and Pocahontas, because John Rolfe and Pocahontas is the ancestor of numerous first families of Virginia, where they took y'all name, they took y'all identity, like the Khazars, right? Like the Ashkenazi. So you gotta be in a Bible as well. That's the first thing you gotta break down is their Bible, because that's how they came at you. That's how they came at us. They came at us, you know what I'm saying? What my man said from Glory, you know, I'm gonna have a musket in one hand and a good book in the other. And then that's how we gonna go to war, right? So even salvation for the slave came through that book, okay? Jesus Christ is the ghost God. That'll make you feel bad if you don't give praise, right? Black people have been praising Jesus in America for a long time, and they'll make you feel bad if you don't give praise to Jesus Christ. Or, you know, black people will try to shun you, try to make you feel bad as a revolutionary, liberated, nine-mind person out here, being out here, that's not praising Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? If you're not praising Jesus Christ, how are you getting blessings? Man, I'm blessed. My family is blessed, right? When you know the truth will set you free. So Jesus was supposedly living like 7 AD to 33 AD or 1 AD to 33 AD. You dig what I'm saying? You know about the Masonic number 33. Add that together, you got 6E. We talking about 3E. The ghost God. This the ghost God. They ain't found nothing on this man yet. Right? This is him through the ages. Look how many times he changed. Okay? Look how many times he changed. Boy, he looks strong right there. He look like Superman with all that. What is that light coming off of him? Okay? They always say the Holy Ghost. Look, listen, people. What is a Holy Ghost? It's like Casper the Friendly Ghost. Okay? How is it one ghost that's helpful to mankind when the rest of the ghosts' ancestors is evil? When have you heard of a good ghost? Okay? A good ghost in comparison to a positive spiritual being. Okay? Holy Ghost is a ghost holy. That light coming off him is the sun. Now look, Superman. You got to understand it. I broke down Superman. Okay? Superman is propaganda. Two Jewish men wrote the story of Superman because they needed a symbol of power for themselves. You understand? And where does Superman get his power from? They lied to you. From the sun. They show you at his weakest point, he got to fly all the way out there and bask in the rays of the electromagnetic spectrum. How is that when they down on this planet, right? His descendants, because they look the same, if they look the same, then what they must come from Superman or whatever. They're trying to tell you it's extraterrestrials out there as well, man. It says that in the so-called holy books. How is the descendants on Earth that look like him can't get no electromagnetic radiation spectrum and charge up properly? They got to worry about melanoma. How is it? Okay, you got to know. See, we not thinking rationally, right? We thinking through emotions. That's how they get you. Look at these pictures. I'm emotional. Then they hit you with the media. Okay. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is about to come out. I can't wait. Right? But when you see this movie, you count how many black people that they got in there. You count how many black people they got in there. Okay? Our book said we was naturally created on this planet from greater gods and goddesses as ancestors. We are descendants of beings that was here over 18 million years ago. Okay? When you get into the records of science, black people back in the day, they ain't dealing with it now. They couldn't even get with the time when the time is recorded in the billions of black people existing in this solar system and in the universe being active. They can't even get with that. You can't perceive that, right? So with that being said, you know, cause it's more information, man. I got a wealth of information in my head, man. But I feel like our people, we really don't want to get to the truth. And the truth really is we got to start with who we are in America. We're not just Indians. We're not just Africans now, right? We a whole mixture of races. You know, my grandmother on my father's side, my father's mother, okay, they come from a little small town in Missouri, Keysville. I can't think of where she comes from, but man, the population had to be less than 500 back then, you know, in the early 1900s. Supposedly, you know, my dad comes from possibly a one-night stand, a short-term temporary relationship. And supposedly my dad's dad is Mexican. Now, you mix anything with black, it's gonna be beautiful. You got black, the black mixture is the mixture. Okay? Now, women of different ethnicities getting with a black man, right? They'll tell you, we want the good hair. My straight hair and your kinky, divine, woolly hair together is gonna make, you dig what I'm saying? Y'all know about it, man. Y'all know about it, man. All right. Question. When it come down to black women and the buttocks, Native American women, hold on. Let's look it up. Okay, I just put in Native American women. I could put in black Indians, right? Man, 6 o'clock butts. 6 ether butts, okay? There's no women in America to me that look like this up until now. See, now it's changing because some of that black blood coming out in them. They got big butts. What we praising right now. What niggas is praising right now. They women gotta be thick. You don't want no skinny girl right now. That's the trend going on today. And they don't have no big butts, man. Do you dig what I'm saying? Y'all talking about genealogy. Genealogy is genetics. Genealogy is genetics. Etymology of genealogy. You play the game however you want to play it. Okay? Well, genealogy, line of descent, pedigree, descent, tracing of a family, the making of a pedigree, generation, descent. The P-I-E word root is gene, give birth, beget. Okay? So, check this out. Genealogical, pertaining to or of the nature of genealogy. See, we giving you the nature of nature. Okay? So, gene, the Proto-Indo-European word, it shows you that it's coming from gene, right? Give birth or beget. But what word did I give you? Because this genealogy is line of descent, origin. Okay? Your ancestry. Okay? Beginning. It's not just a line of descent, it's your beginning. Source, descent, lineage, birth. Okay? Then to rise, to lift, to raise. All right, to set in motion, move, meaning, beginning of existence, beginning of your existence. See, they're not understanding origination, act of arising or coming into existence. Okay? 9 signs is the beginning of the brain for black people. If you can dig what I'm saying, man, they not ready yet. When Doc and Alfred Unu came out with this information, man, it was already over people's heads because people got to think and reason too much. You got to put down your preconceived notions, your beliefs, things of that nature. Original, first in time, earliest. Right? So when I say we the original sun people, okay, that means first in time, earliest. That means first in time, earliest. Man, nobody is going to debate that because they don't have no sources to debate it. Are we African in America, the Africans that's in Africa today? No, we are not. But what I'm saying is, our people in America and those people today go back to an origin. Okay? Because there's a beginning point. A beginning. If you look at the beginning, okay, there has to be a beginning point. Right? There has to be a beginning point. Beginning of existence. Now check this out. Come on, man. Let's get this. Let's understand this, man. All right. It says the beginning in Genesis, right? It says the beginning. But when you go to the first sentence, it says in the beginning. Inside the beginning, right? God created the heavens and the earth. Okay? God created the heavens and the earth. I did this already. Okay. So God, you see it says Elohim. All right. Now, when you go, if you go look at it, okay, because Nuwapians got to study everything. If you look at it, Ra'el, Ra and El, as in Israel, right? Israel, Isis, Ra, and El, okay? This is where he's getting the term from. So Elohim, God. See, they be saying Yehoshua, Yahweh. That's one of the gods, okay? In the Bible, this God he's an attendant, a lord over the human beings, okay? This is the Bible. Now, it's up to you to put it together in real time, right? So where is this story coming from, okay? It's coming from ancient Egyptian books and ancient Sumerian books from Iraq, okay, dealing with Enki and Enlil. You can look up Enki and Enlil right now. It'll tell you that they created human beings from a being that was already here, okay? They upgraded human beings from a being that's already here, okay? When I started off the video, I'm telling you about the AI pictures, okay? Because they're trying to eradicate. They're trying to eradicate now and change where the white man got his civilization tactics from. The ghost man don't want you to know that their teachers, their original teachers were black people. Their original gods are black gods. Okay? Worshipping the planets and stars and the sun, them. We relate to the sun, the planets, okay? The elements, right? Nature, okay? So God, from Eloha, divine being, exceedingly God, gods, goddess, godly, gods, great, judges, mighty, rulers, shrine. Now then you go down here, right? Okay? And then you got to look at these breakdowns. Rulers, judges, divine ones, superhuman beings, including God. Superhuman beings, including God and angels. They're superhuman beings. Now, what are they talking about right now in rap? Superheroes. Kanye West just said right now, they're trying to take out the superheroes. right? Angels, Psalms, sons of God. Before there was a son of God, there were sons of God. Okay? There were sons of God, and we'll show that. Sons of God equal angels. Okay, Book of Enoch. All right? Gods. Okay, even foreign gods. God or goddess, Dagon, Chemosh, Baal, okay? Ashtaroth, goddess of the Sidonians, Chemosh, god of Moab. And so the Syrians suppose that Yahweh is a mountain god and not a god of valleys. What is that? Okay? Syrians suppose that Yahweh is a mountain god and not a god of the valleys. What is the valley of the kings? Okay? They say they gods come out of the mountains, right? Yahweh came out of the mountain when Moses was speaking to the fiery bush. And whatever mountain he had to go to get them tablets and commandments. They say it's 613, but the commandments came out of Egypt. You know that. God-like. Okay. Now it says right here, thy throne is God's equal God's throne, I, Ki, Thea, Hu, Hup. What is that? Okay. 3, the true God. Yahweh is the true God, but out of many gods, right? All these gods having an effect on different people on this planet. The man of God acting under divine authority and influence. Okay, you can call yourself a Elohim. In fact, that's what El means. Okay, I got a spiritual El name too. It's Nanya Guru El, he who is settled in the Most High. The Nuwapian nation and Dr. Malachi Z. York took people through schools of intelligence, right? The Sumerian and Egyptology school was going to be the last school. It was going to be Nuwapu. Okay, why? He said in the beginning, people wasn't ready to just drop their religions. You know, in the 60s, it was all about Islam. Okay? And, you know, tying yourself to an African connection. But to fully put down Jesus Christ and Muhammad and Moses and all that, people wasn't ready yet. So this is the Elohim. Extensive breakdowns, right? Okay? And those are the different ways you would see Elohim if you understood the language in the Bible. I wanted to see where it says their army. Give me a moment. Okay, so when you jump into Eloah, right, it takes you to El, you see? But then it takes you into Aramaic, Sabian. Okay, what's the Sabian language? Okay, El, a deity or the deity, Elohim. All right, so we can go into El. Okay, El Barith, God, mighty one. Okay, you got Phoenician, Sabian language in here, Assyrian, Elu. Okay, that's when you start connecting Nabatean, Sabian, Phoenician, right? Alatu. Okay, so Arabic and Hebrew, man, is the same fucking language. It's the same language. Okay, so the true God of Israel. So we know the people that's claiming Israel right now, it's not them. But anyway, let's go back. Okay. I'm gonna just go to the sons of God. All right, let us make man in our image and our likeness. You know that, right? Here we go. All right, so did Jesus exist back then? Well, if he's the Son of God, he would have to exist. But his other sons, the sons of God, saw that the daughters of humans were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. Okay, that's the English transliteration. Beit Elohim, Bain Elohim. See, it's not the sons of Yahweh. It's the sons of the Elohim. You see? The sons of God. They took wives from whoever they chose. Where are the wives coming from? Then it says in 6:3, my spirit will not contend with man forever, for he is mortal. His days shall be 120 years. Now when men began to multiply on the face of the earth and daughters were born to them. Now you got to dig that, right? Because men need wives. Men need wives to have daughters. There needs to be original people here. There needs to be first two people here, or a group of people that came out of the same lines. You got to understand that, right? Because how do we multiply on this planet? Okay, so when I say that people want to be called Indians, they just talking about the politics of the United States of America. I'm not talking about the politics of the United States of America. I'm talking about the original world, pre-cities, states, governments, right? And things of that nature. Oh, we always had a government, black people, but if you can understand what I'm saying, okay? What's the purpose of calling yourself Indian if you're just gonna tell us that's what you are and do nothing about it? And do nothing about it. And man, in America, because we do have the world and there's black people around the world, right? We stuck in many things. We stuck in religion. We stuck in Egyptology. Some of us are stuck in Sumerianism. Some of us want to be Buddhists, right? Some of us want to be Indians but don't know the culture. Okay. Now they saying the Indians that go, ooh, that's not us. Then who are we in America? Because as far as time is concerned, right? America, in accordance with the connection to the colonizer, the information is relatively new. In Africa, like we way back in Africa, why we can't just easily open up what happened in America? Okay. Because if grandma told you was an Indian, she should also tell you what happened to the Indians, right? And right now we coming up with some brand new humbug. You got to go back to the 60s. So I want to see the Black Afro-American Indian movement. Uh-oh. Huh? You don't have nothing to eat in here? Not really, huh?
It's a little bit of turkey meat, but it's not cooked.
It's not cooked. It's good.
It's not a lot though. From what I read for a Super Bowl, I have a little left. That's why I'm gonna make like 2 times.
I'll do
You got these, these actually are old fashioned donuts.
I gotta stop eating sugar, man.
Yeah. I didn't get any.
Huh?
I didn't get any from you. I was tempted. I didn't.
You can take one of them if you want.
No, Daddy, I'm trying not to. Oh, you want that?
Turn it off. Let me see. Turn it off. You leave it off.
Okay.
Time gonna be about 5.
No. I'm not doing that again. I left at 3 something for traffic was bad, so I gotta leave like before 2. I can't leave right. Anytime like, up to 3 is gonna be bad traffic coming back. You done, son? What is this? What's going on in your car?
No, this is what I'm talking. This is what I'm talking about. This them, the Pan Indian. They talking about Pan Africans. The Pan. It says Native activists, Native people, and non-Indian allies gathered.
Okay, so where are the ones that look like me?
Where you at?
Where I'm at?
You see?
Well, oh, there's one chocolate.
Shit, that nigga dark. That nigga ain't black.
No, it's not.
That nigga not black. That nigga dark. He a darky. He a darky.
Yeah.
He darky.
Yeah, but they're
Okay.
not us.
But
That's
they
not.
not
That's
us.
not.
That's a darky, right? These is black people to them. You feel what I'm saying?
This is what they consider native.
This is what they consider
that
native.
is not your black ass.
No, it's not. No matter
Wow,
how.
that's
So, but
a
I'm
good
saying, if why you letting these niggas take your shit? If you the real Black American Indians and they the $5 Native Americans, where are you at in the A.I.M movement? The A.I.M movement is a real movement.
Oh, man, from
Yeah.
1973.
Yeah, so what I'm hearing, I'm not joking. I'm giving, nigga, that's not you. It's not you.
Oh, you're not in that crowd at all.
Why you not in this crowd?
Why you not in that crowd?
You see what I'm saying?
Oh.
Yeah, man. Come on, stop playing, man.
Like you,
Why is my camera looking like this, though?
Because your thing is curved?
It's just got this glare to it. I hope it don't come up like that in the whatchamacallit.
Is that because I closed the...
No, it was like that before. I'm just hoping when I record, it don't look like that. We'll see.
Yeah. I just you can tell that you have a concave.
Yeah.